using Angular. For the JUnit, for backend testing, we are using JUnit. For front end testing, we are using just coverage.
Mm-hmm.
We are working in agile methodology. For code maintenance, we are using Git repository.
Mm-hmm.
For the application deployment, we are using Jenkins.
Okay. So you aware about CI/CD pipeline?
Yeah, yes, I'm aware about the CI/CD pipeline, but I have a little bit experience on that when I was working with AWS server.
Okay, okay. So you have knowledge about um, uh, microservices?
Yes, currently I'm working on microservice project. I have around 7+ month experience on microservices.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you troubleshooting, suppose sometime in production I have some kind of issue is coming, so you aware about this troubleshooting concept?
Yeah, yes, I know how to fix the bugs after deploying the application in the production server.
Mm-hmm.
I worked on those
So
things.
which tool right now using for microservices? Because of microservices, uh, just like when we say have some tools and different modules are deployed in some Docker image, so have some different kind of things. So suppose you want to troubleshoot, so what kind of tools right now using for capturing the log?
Currently, I'm using Spring Cloud for the microservice application. Like I'm not using Docker and Kubernetes.
Mm-hmm.
We have experience on Spring Cloud only.
Mm-hmm.
And for the loggers, we are using Log4j to print the log files, like while debugging and
No, I know that log file you printing, but suppose you have 10 module and all these 10 module you are deploying in same server or different server. Just I'm asking because of microservices. For example, you have five teams. One teams having Java, one teams having different kind of different technology, Python, and someone is .NET, and
yeah,
club in one framework. Okay,
yes,
so your application is running. So during the production, sometime production team is facing issue regarding to some validation issue. Just to like say something is putting in backend side is going to fail, not allowing to save or retrieving 400 500 error is come. So how do you deal this 500 error is come from which services? So that is the point. So troubleshooting aspect, how to find out the RCA, means this issue from this module or this module. This module means if you have
yeah,
your module or have in others 9 module. So here you club the logs. Suppose log
yes,
4j, I know log 4j you put in your application, right?
yes,
But you will not control to other application. They are using this
yes.
kind of logs or something. So how do you troubleshoot this issue from my module or in other module? Because of you are using the common URL, right?
Yes,
So common URL, suppose different .NET modules API you are calling in your application, and your application API is called by some .NET, Python, and other
yes,
Java members. So if your API going to fail in .NET module, so .NET module if they are going to troubleshoot these issues on this API, so that is a fix. So the ball is come in your back. So how do you capture the log if suppose your 10 modules are have deployed in same server, so that is easy. But
yeah,
all these 10 modules are
Yeah.
it to
Yeah.
any server or something. So that's why I'm asking how to troubleshoot.
Uh, like for this case, I did not gone through this much in microservices. Like for our scenario, we are using Kibana's one software to fetch all the log files from all the applications in the microservice.
That things I want to know. That thing I
Yeah.
want to know. Troubleshooting is a not a single endpoint. Troubleshooting is a multiple way of finding the RCA. Suppose other APIs, .NET, you 10 modules you are working. So collaboratively your team is working. So all
Yes.
one is searching. If other team has find out this API is giving the error, so that ball is comes to your end. So in
Yeah.
your hand it comes. So you check in your log.
Yes.
So, but the concept is that log is making in different environment, but collaboratively you want to find the log, all logs, then you come the conclusion.
Yes.
So, so my point was that how to find all logs from the production server.
From the production server, yeah, we will be getting a log from the production team. Like they will be sending the logs by the category. Like for
Okay,
our
okay, got it. Suppose in production team is sending, but our testing team have finding some issue in that scenario. You will go to the testing team
yeah.
and tell you what kind of error, but testing team you don't know which which module is giving the error because
Yes.
of UI person don't know. The UI
Yes.
person know only I am getting this error
Yes.
500 or some other kind of error.
So for this case, we will be having the common URL for fetching all the logs. That URL will be fetching vendor logs and KB request and response log and service logs. If you want to fetch logs from our UAT environment for the testing purpose,
Hmm.
we will be getting these many logs. So by using this, we will be easily identify that error is occurring from which module. Whether it is occurring from vendor module or from development module or something, we can easily find it.
Okay, so in Java, you know the meta space and permgen and permanent generation memory. So what is
Yeah,
difference between permgen and meta space?
function and meta space. Uh, this allow is for the memory allocation, but I'm not having more knowledge on this topic.
So permgen is a permanent memory generation. If suppose your space issue or some other kind of issue in that scenario, permgen memory will give the error full stack or something you have seen in the log,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
So why it is coming? So what is this PAMGen? PAMGen just like is a fixed memory allocation. I think you have Tomcat.
Yeah.
Inside the Tomcat, if you are setting some memory size of JDK or something, so in that cases 1 GB or something. So your execution is going over the 1 GB. In that scenario, PAMGen will generate the error. Or your system space is full, but you trying to run your application, you needed the PAMGen. So PAMGen is a memory allocation part, but it is a fixed. Meta space is a also it is a part of memory allocation for the Java API part. But difference is that PAMGen is a fixed size, meta space is a elastic type, means according
Then
the use it will increase
Yes,
Completely different.
understood. Yeah.
So, what do you know about JVM, JRE, and JDK?
JVM, JRE, and JDK. JDK, it is a Java development kit. It will contain like interceptor, then compiler, and JRE and all. And it will provide some libraries for creating a web applications. And JRE, it is a runtime environment. It will provide the Java like base classes. I mean Java.util classes and Java.sql classes, and it will provide JVM. JVM is a runtime JVM virtual Java virtual machine. That is the thing helps to execute the Java programming main method and all, and it will load all the classes available in the application into the memory, and it will allocate the memory allocation for the classes and object in our Java program.
So, JRE,
J-
you talking about JRE, right?
JVM, JVM. The JRE contains JVM.
Okay. And JDK?
JDK, it is a overall toolkit. Like it will contain JRE and JVM, then compiler and interpreter and all. It is
JVM kernel contains because of JVM by default all of it is JVM is a software or hardware?
JVM. It is not a hardware. Like it is a software.
So you know what is difference between abstract class and interface?
Yeah, abstract class, we can create abstract methods and non-abstract methods also. But in interface, we will be creating only a abstract method. If you are creating any method in interface, by default it will be abstract. Like in abstract class, we will be providing a method declaration and method definition. In interface, we will be providing only method declaration. By providing the subclass, we can provide the method definition for the interface methods. Abstract class, by using abstract class we cannot achieve the abstraction 100 percentage. By using interface we can achieve the 100 percentage abstraction, because abstract class doesn't support multiple inheritance, and the interface it will support the multiple inheritance. It is helps to solve the diamond problem.
In inheritance,
Yeah.
suppose you have two methods, two static methods.
Yes.
Public void static method f1,
Okay.
b print class a, class a class b print c. And
Okay.
also assigning some statement point to f1.
Okay.
This method, static method can be override in derived class.
Static method in derived class, no, we cannot override, because that for the static method memory allocation will happen at the time of the class loading. So like if you want to override the method, that memory will be allocated at the runtime. So we need to create object to access the overload method. For static method, we can access through the class name. So we cannot override the static methods.
But suppose I have written, so this program will run.
No, that program won't run.
It will not run or what?
If you are overriding a static method, yeah, program will run, but it will be pointing to that class method only. Let's say if I am trying to access the static method by using the child class, it will execute the child class static method. It won't call the parent class static method.
So another question I would like to ask you, what is you know main method.
Yes.
Main method can be overloaded.
Yeah, main method. Yes, we can overload the main method. but the compiler will take the main method during the application start that should have the parameter string arguments.
Okay. Do you know the enum?
Enum in Java. Yes, I heard about it, but
Why we are using enum? What is its specification?
I did not use enum. We can create variables by using enum.
Enum actually, all like projects use the enum project, right? Every developers are using enum.
Mm, no, I have not seen the developers are using it.
Okay. Uh, so you know the file handling.
Yeah, yes, I know the file handling.
So for reading to compile, this
Yeah.
method is very useful, and for writing,
For reading and writing, object read and object write method I will be using to complete the file reading and writing process. So
okay.
for
You know marker interface.
yes, I know marker interface. Marker interface will not have any methods or variables. It will be a empty interface. We have two interfaces in Java. One is clonable interface, another one is serialization interface.
So you know about hash.
Sorry, Hashman. Yeah, yes, I
So
worked on.
it only work hash map. Can you tell me about why it works hash map?
If we want to store value with the key and value format, that hash map will take the key value. Internally, it will use two methods, hash code and the equals method. That technique is calling hashing. By using this hashing technique, it will store the data in the hash table. That it will have four fields. One is index and key and value. The next one is node. It will take the key value first, and by using the hash code method, it will convert the hash code key value into hash code integer format. So it will check the integer value in the first bucket, whether this value is available or not. If it is not available, it will insert the data with the key and value format. Again, if you want to save one more data, it will take the key value again and converted into hash code by using the hash code method. By using equals method, it will compare the hash code value into the existing value, whether this value is available or not. If the data is not available, it will insert it again. If it is available, it will replace the value
Okay.
in the same bucket.
First, suppose I want to synchronize hash map. How will I do?
Sorry, my voice is not audible.
I am asking about the hash map.
Yeah.
How to synchronize hash map? Do you have any specific technique?
Yeah, yes, we have a collection dot synchronize map method.
Okay, 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 okay. Got it, got it. Um, so you know Java 8, right?
Yes.
So what is terminal and non-terminal operations in Spring?
Yeah, in terminal and non-terminal operations, both are used in the Stream API performance.
Hmm.
Terminal operators are filter, map, distinct, and non-terminal sorted. Terminal operators sorted, and non-terminal operators are collect and for each method and count to get the result of the stream value.
No, so I think you are telling about the while function. Just
Okay.
to filter
Yeah,
All these things are non-terminal. Terminal means the stream dot, if you call this method, any method, that would be a terminal. And
yeah, yeah.
ending, the point of ending, how to convert, you want to convert split, you want to convert long, in, whatever. So that beginning and ending methods are a terminal.
Yes,
And mid-level methods are a non-terminal. Just to change the condition of the streaming object.
yes,
So you telling just you given the example just as a different way. You told filter and other things. These are the non-terminal. That is understandable. Just
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
R is using
Yes, and
collect,
yes.
collection, means you want to convert image, or any way, any last method you applied, that would be in a terminal.
Yes, instead of telling the intermediate method, I used the terminal word. So mistakenly I took it.
No, the simple definition, beginning and ending, that is the terminal.
Yes, yes.
Mid-level methods are a non-terminal.
Yeah,
Suppose map, flat map, filter, equal,
yes.
all these things you are applying inside
These all are
of a
non-terminal
terminal
method.
method, that would be, and before ending method, that would be a
Yes.
non-terminal. This is the simple definition.
Yeah. Okay.
Uh, you know, lambda expression,
Yes.
method difference, optional
Yes.
class.
Yes, I know.
Can you please tell?
Yeah, option class that is used to handle the null pointer exception while fetching the record from our database. Like if you know the data, it will be returning only one value. We can use option class, and if you want to convert that value as optional, we can use option dot off method, and we can use is present or not is present method to check whether this value is present or not in optional. And method reference, we can create like example inside a class. If you want to call that method, we need to create an object, or we can call the method by using the class name. By using this method reference syntax, we can call static and non-static methods also. We can call class inner methods like string dot character, and so we can call all the methods of the class by using this method reference. And lambda expression, that is used to work with the functional interface. Let's say example in the filter method will use the lambda expression as the input to add some conditions and all. And mainly we can create an object for the functional interface using lambda expression.
Okay. You know, checked session and unchecked session.
Chat,
Checked and unchecked.
checked exception, unchecked exception.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes, I know. Checked exceptions are detected by the compiler. Unchecked exceptions are detected by the JVM at the runtime. Checked exceptions are like IO exception, class not found exception, SQL exception. If the checked exception is occur, that application will not run. During the compile time itself, it will throw the error. Runtime exceptions are arithmetic exception, null pointer exceptions. So we can handle the exception by using try and catch blocks.
What is difference between throw and springboot?
Yeah, throws keyword that is used to declare a new exception in the method, and throw keyword that is used to throw the new exception, and yeah, throw keyword will be presented in the method body. Throws keyword will be presented in the method declaration.
So, in the springboot, what is difference between spring MVC and spring boot?
Yeah, Spring MVC, it will be returning a data as a model object, and Spring Boot, it will be returning a single response as a JSON object or XML format. Most of the developers will be using as a JSON format. In Spring MEC, same like it will use a controller annotation to receive the request from the client, and it will be redirecting to the view page. But in Spring Boot, it will be receiving the request from the client. It will be returning the data as a JSON. And
Okay. Outer, how to use springboot uh, handle error, handling error and exception.
handling error and exception. By handling the exception, there are two annotation: controller advice annotation and exception handler advice annotation. At controller,
Okay, okay, got it. So what type of bean scope in JDBC?
there are two type of spin scope. One is singleton, another one is prototype. uh, Singleton, once the object is created, we can only create one object for the class. It can be accessed throughout the application. And prototype, for each and every request, it will create a new object.
So suppose you are using auto-wired annotation.
Yeah,
So what is purpose of at the right auto-wired? Writing a API controller
yeah.
specifically use auto-wired. What is purpose of it?
That is used for the dependency injection. It is a field-based dependency injection by using a auto wire. Like if we want to inject our service class in our controller layer, we can provide a auto wire. After that, we can create object for the service class. By using the object, we can access the service class method in the controller.
So do you know why JPA is best compared to other JDBC packages? Why we are using JPA?
JPA, like in JDBC configuration, like we need to write a native queries. Like if you want to connect more than 5 tables or 6 tables, that query will be bigger. So in JPA, it will, by providing the JPA dependency, it will do all the configuration by using a tunnel auto configuration annotation. And we should provide the annotation at the JPA repository. So it will consider as a database connection layer. So here we can create object queries by using some annotation like at query annotation. So that object query will be converted into SQL query by using this JPA annotation.
So what is the use of profile annotation?
Profile annotation, let's say if you want to deploy our application in multiple environment, QA, dev and production, we can provide the specific profile for each environment for the DB connection. Uh, like in our application.properties, we can provide the profile name. Based on the profile name, it will be taking the configuration from the profile class. Before deploying our application, we can do it.
Okay, so you aware about the security of Spring Boot application?
Yes, I implemented a security for the Spring Boot application. I implemented JWT security. So for that, we need to provide the Spring security dependency and the JWT token dependency. Then we have to write a security class. Inside that, password encode decode method will be there, and the security validations method will be there. And we need to write a JWT filter and the authentication class. So inside that class, we will be generating the JWT token in particular format. That methods and all will be presented in the JWT filter class. So after that, we need to provide the username, no, not username and password. That method, security class method should be called in our login API. While hitting the login API, it will take the username and password and validate the username and password whether these users are